Hi, this is George Ray with Evolve, and today we're going to do a quick video about NovaStar VMP 1.5 and some new enhancements to 1.5. To begin with, this is the opening screen of the project. Inside this project, I have two screens called top and bottom over here on the left. And one of those screens has a Q20, one of those screens has an MX40. What we're going to show you is the ability to adjust both those screens at the project level using both individual controls here on the project page and also through the use of multi-screen presets. So if we look at my Q20, our screen brightness is at 42%. We look at the MX40, the screen brightness is 70%. I go back to the project page, our master brightness adjustment says mixed. I set this at 32%, and now we go look. We're at 32% on the Q20 and 32% on the MX40. We also have color temperature adjust. You have your master gamma select, so you can select Rec 709, DCI P3, P3 with D65, Rec 2020. These are all the same adjustments as the gamma selection in here. So, same adjustments. It's just from this main project page, you can adjust all of the processors in your project, and those processors can be different models. That's the critical thing. One of the places where different models comes in is if you're using a MX series platform and you're mixing both CX 40 gig card output cards and MX 10 gig output cards, you can now combine the control of both of those. Why would you do that? You have a very high pixel density screen. You're using the CX output for that, and then you have some more traditional pixel pitches like 2.6, and you're just using the regular 10 gig SFP output cards for those. You can now adjust all of your screens at once. I have a master blackout and a master freeze, so this will freeze everything that's in your project. So, manual adjustments. You also get some feedback up here at the top. How many screens are in your project? They're all green. How many controllers are in your project? They're all green. How many cabinets? They're all green. So we get some immediate monitoring feedback of, okay, I've got no issues going on. Now let's do presets. So presets here on the project page are related to the individual screen presets you build on each processor. I'm going to go into the Q20. We look at our preset page. I have a preset 1 and preset 2. If I look at the MX, I have a preset 1. Here on the project page, I have a preset 1. You have to use the same number preset, so the same preset slot. If they're populated in all the processors, they will show up here on this front page. So I have something in slot 1 on both processors. That's this preset. If I double-click it to execute, it executes. This has cabinet positioning, source selection, and screen settings, which is why the brightness is dropped to 10%. I am now going to build, again, I already have on the Q20, I have a preset number 2. I don't have one on the MX40. I'm not going to do one. I'm going to now build a new preset number 3. I'm going to start with preset 2 settings. I'm going to go to screen settings. I'm just going to increase the brightness to 52%. Then I'm going to go to preset. I'm going to do add. I'm going to add preset 3. I'm calling it preset 3. Make sure I record screen settings because that's where the brightness is stored. Save. And I'm going to go to the MX40. I'm going to go in here right now. We see with the check marks, checkbox as preset 1. Then go to screen settings. I'm going to increase this to 52%. I just typed in 52. And then I'm going to go to presets and go add, and I'm going to put this in slot 3. Again, make sure I record screen settings, call it preset 3, go save. Now when I go back to the project page, I have a preset 3 and a preset 1. Preset 1 is at 10%. Preset number 3 is at 52%. This name in this preset is pulled in from the commonality name in both processors. So I'm going to go back in, I'm going to go into my Q20, I'm going to build a new preset. Again, I'll change just the brightness so we can see something happen. Let's put this one at 70%. I'm going to go preset, add 4, load screen settings. I'm going to give this one a unique name, an IQUE, and save. So that's unique. I'm going to come down to the MX40. Same thing right now, we're on number 2. Screen settings. Go 70%. Preset. I'm going to put this one in number 4. Save the screen settings. I'm going to leave this at preset 4. Save. So under our preset 4, I'll execute it. Oops. Brightness setting is at 70. Here I have a preset 4. And screen setting brightness is at 70. I go back to the front page, and my preset name is called Next because the names don't match between the two presets. Right-click, rename, and rename Next, and we'll call this one 70 Bright. Okay, so that's 70 Bright. Here's preset 3. So I can execute preset 3. I can execute preset 1. And then I can go back to my 70%. Everything goes to 70%. If I look at my presets now, that rename on the front page renamed both processors' presets to whatever that common name is. So then you don't have a separate name for the front page preset and the individual screen presets, but you do have the ability to rename them all at once, so you don't have to worry about renaming each one. And did I have a typo? Just use the default preset 1 through, however many you're using, all the way up to your 128 possibles, and then rename them afterwards. It's probably the easiest show flow to go with. You cannot build presets on this page. That's not a feature. All this does is allow you to recall them, and it's all this, whatever settings are built into the presets, whether it's screens, positioning. You do have all the image processing is available if your processor offers it. But the Q20 has no image processing on board, so all we have is layout, source, and screen settings, so the overall screen settings. So this is an enhancement to VMP. It's in 1.5. 1.5 is due to be released by the end of September. It is in beta. There's lots of people who are using the beta and lots of reasons. New feature really greatly adds to the usability of the software. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us here at Evolve. Again, George Ray from Evolve, and this was NovaStar VMP 1.5, some preset and screen management enhancements. Have a great day, everybody.